So again, this is my BTC wallet. You guys know this. If you like what you see and you like this to be continued ongoing, feel free to donate. My contact information and the BTC wallet. So today, I updated from a couple of sites. One of them is called CoinDesk, Cointelegraph, and a few other sites. So, so it says great time to buy because the news that came from China is unreliable because it was more from hearsay and someone posted something and in Google, and then it took off. There was no official communication from any Chinese uh, financial agency yet. So that's what it's telling. I'm sure by tomorrow you'll see that once the dust settles, yeah, the prices will take off. Okay, so it says the same thing. There is a massive overreaction from news coming. It is possible that the basis of latest information banning is not necessarily accurate. Okay. Russia is working on legalizing the status of Bitcoin and other currencies. From what I understand, Russia so far has been allowing everyone to buy Bitcoins and other cryptos, but not necessarily trade. I think they're putting some new rules and regulations on how to trade, and this is from RT Times. Okay, so it is trying to legalize the framework, govern the transactions, which is good. They're trying to just put some structure around the trading. Okay, Ethereum. Those of you that are into Ethereum and hold Ethereum, like we had Bitcoin scaling, Ethereum also has plans to use the next big upgrade. It's called Metropolis, and there'll be more news as we get closer. Basically, they want to make it Ethereum faster, lighter, and more secure. And as there is a roadmap, and once it gets approved and where we get closer, I'll cover all that. But suffice to know that Ethereum will also go through a scaling. Bitcoin is also, the core guys are also proposing Lightning to boost the Bitcoin scaling, to scale up Bitcoin. Okay. So this article says that computer scientists from Swiss University found a way to make off-blockchain payment network even more scalable. Bitcoin has the best payment network in the world. That's why it's so popular. A lot of ATMs and a lot of payments. So it is a peer-to-peer payment coin. So, and they're further expanding that and making more scalable, which is good for Bitcoin pricing. Okay. In Venezuela, you guys know that Venezuela is in there's hyperinflation in Venezuela, but I think with the economy and the way things are going there, the government had made mining free electricity. So a lot of people in Venezuela are mining Bitcoin, and since I don't know how much you've been following Venezuela, the hyperinflation, I think it's gone up 1,000%. As you can see, a McDonald's Big Mac costs half a month's salary. So these guys in Venezuela are looking at Bitcoin mining as a means to address the inflation. Okay, so I'm guessing that they will be using more and more of Bitcoin. Some of you have asked what's going on with Ripple. We'll follow the pricing. Ripple R3 consortium, they have sued Ripple over some cancelled $1 billion contract. It was over the pricing. So Ripple is lower. I think I mentioned in my video yesterday, if you have Ripple, you can hold it. But if you are looking at getting into Ripple, look at this news and make your own judgment. Again, I'm not giving any financial advice to anyone on my videos, or these are more educational sessions. You do your own research. I'm only pointing you to some data so you can make your own judgments. Okay. Some good news, seems like Bitcoin may have ETFs. It's awaiting some more in from the lawyers. This is one more news article where they're saying that an ETF on Bitcoin and cryptos may come in the near future. Waiting on some approvals from the SEC in the US. Equifax, you guys heard of it, about 150 million users. I think majority of US holders, their identities have been hacked. Seems like the hackers are demanding 2.6 million in Bitcoin. So unfortunately, Bitcoin is used in a, I would say, not so friendly way by some of these guys, hackers, but they are doing it because of the digital currency. So let's follow that Equifax closely to see, a lot of us that are in the US, I'm sure are impacted with this hacking, because 150 million means that literally everyone in the US is impacted. Of the 300 billion, if you take away the, look at folks who are 18 and older, you're probably talking about the 150 million. So that's kind of some of the latest news today. 143 million. Okay, on the market cap, this is today's market cap. Bitcoin 67 billion, Ethereum 26 billion, Bitcoin Cash in third position with about 9 billion. Ripple, only because it has about 1 billion coins, it is higher at 8 billion. But from trading standpoint, I don't know if trades that much. It's probably lower in trading, but in market cap it's higher. Litecoin about 3.2, Dash about 2.3, NEM at 2.2, Monero at 1.6, Omisigo at a billion, Neo at a billion. Okay, that's what's going on with the market cap today. Someday I will cover these. I would say from 10 to 20 chart. We seem to be covering only the top 10. To Steam is a social media, kind of like the Facebook on blockchain. It's cool. I think it still needs some work. I have an account there, but it's not as user friendly yet. But it'll get there. You can get Steam points for posting articles and liking the articles and sharing. So you earn some credits for doing that. So and then you can trade them for Steam, and Steam is right now at $1. So that's, if you're into the social media, that's something you want to look at. Okay, Steam. So this is the pricing of the top 10. BTC, this was from half an hour back. So again, all the different exchanges have different pricing. I tend to see that GDX is higher than others. So whenever we look at GDX, the pricing seems to be higher than other exchanges, and most of us are in the US, so that's a good thing, right? Ethereum, when I say most of us, I'm referring to my audience, please. Okay, I know there are some that are from Asia and Europe, but majority of my audience is from the US. So my articles are mostly in terms of US as the base. Okay, so no offense to anyone. Ethereum 292, Litecoin for some reason, I need to look at it, why it fell 6%, because BTC and Ethereum are 3, but Litecoin fell higher. BCH also, Omisigo, yesterday I covered a lot about Omisigo and it was doing well, didn't fall as much, but today it seems like it came down 6%. IOTA 8%, ETC is Ethereum Classic 6%, XMR is Monero 3%, and Zcash. Okay. So a little more on the Chinese ban on ICO. It seems like there's an article saying that it's temporary licensing to be introduced. So it seems like China is looking at it. The CCTV 13 is Chinese owned government channel, and I believe there's some article that says that the ban is on ICO is temporary. Okay, so here are some charts. So let's look at. Again, feel free to browse the site. I think it's. I don't want to make this video too long. I will go through some of the chartings, but I covered the pricing for today for Omisigo, NEO, IOTA, BCH, and out here is Bitcoin. This is like the daily chart for the past couple of weeks. So you can see that in the past few days it's been the trend has been lower, and I'm thinking this trend will reverse as early as Monday, tomorrow. Okay, and this was my video from yesterday. Okay, so again, feel free to browse and like these articles on Facebook, so you can spread the knowledge and the wealth to your networks too. So it's very important we share these because cryptos are new. There's not much information in the mainstream media. It will take some time there because of the pressures from the banking and others who are not as friendly to the cryptos because the US dollars from the banks are moving to the cryptos and they don't like it, right? So that's why you don't hear a lot about that and CNBC or Bloomberg, because they want us to all invest in the US stocks more than the cryptos. Okay, so spread the news, share your knowledge with others by liking my articles and the videos, so everyone else benefits from this. Okay, so let's go back to close it with what's going on in the current pricing. Let me do the 1 minute candle. So good to see it in the past 10 minutes. Litecoin is on the upward trend from 66 all the way to 67.50, so about $1. That's good. So as you can see, it's come back up 1%. Ethereum also came back up 1% from 294. It touched 297. And now at 296. So let's look at and it's down now 2% since yesterday instead of the 3. So which is good. So Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin 4231 1.7, which is good because it was at 4180 about an hour back. Right now 4241. I'm sure this Chinese news, it's all about how you translate and translate the news. Google is not necessarily the best translator, so sometimes some folks are translating literally. There's no official version of it, and it crashed the market. So it's very sensitive to this news, and once the actual facts come out, I'm sure this trend will be higher, and it's already, you can see that later today in the evening when the Chinese market opens up. When I say market, I'm referring to the financial market. I think there will be clarification and it will take off. Okay, so that's kind of where things are. Again, spend some time on my page. There's a lot of information there. You like what you see, feel free to donate here, so we can do some giveaways. If there's enough donation, I would like to make it more interactive and participative, and let us all come up with some ideas and suggestions on how to get others involved. With the donations we can do some giveaways, so that will get